Fantasizers, whether you want to believe it or not, whether you want to accept it or not, this is it. This is the final round recap show of the 2018 Pinkbike Fantasy Downhill presented by Trek season. This past weekend, we had Lenzerheide, world champs, and what a race it was. We have some results to give away. We also have the grand prize to give away. That's what this whole drum roll thing was all about. If you've checked the website, you might know who won, but we got to talk about this story because it was a big, huge upset. Nobody was expecting this to happen. So first of all, let's go through some results for the women's category. Miriam Nicole in third place, Tawny Seagrave in second, and then 10 seconds faster than Tawny was Rachel Atherton. Wins the race by over 10 seconds. She gets those rainbow stripes again. She's had them in the past. Now she gets to flaunt them for the 2019 season. Congratulations to Rachel Atherton. Now for the men, this was a great race. We had Danny Hart, no big surprises there, in third place. Any contender at any big race, especially a world champs race. Martin Mays backing up his result from La Bresse, showing that it was no fluke that he won that race. He got second place here, so close to being the world champion. I want to say it was somewhere in the neighborhood of 0.2 of a second away from being the world champion. Wouldn't that have been something? He's not even racing the World Cups next year, perhaps just doing an EWS, but he's the reigning world champion. That didn't happen because the reigning world champion from 2017, a man by the name of Loic Bruni, won the race. And we got to talk about the sportsmanship of Loic Bruni. It was very impressive. First thing he does across the finish line, he goes into the hot seat and he points to his chainstays. He's got the Jared Graves sticker on there, trying to raise awareness and support for him. He's battling a brain tumor, so all thoughts go out to Jared Graves. So great sportsmanship, bullet point number one for Loic Bruni, check. And then Emery Piron, the last guy to come down the hill, he crashes. And Loic doesn't even celebrate until he makes sure that Emery's all right. He gets across the finish line, and then he congratulates everybody else and then starts to celebrate. So way to go, Loic Bruni, really impressive. One thing we want to talk about is how long Martin Mays was on the hot seat. That was amazing. So many people must have thought that he was going to take the world championship. He qualified, I want to say, really high, maybe fourth place or something like that. But they don't run in reverse qualifying order for world championships. So he was sitting in the hot seat forever because they run World Cup overall results backwards for their starting results for world championships. And we're curious what you think about that. If you have an opinion, just write that down in the comments and get a little conversation going. Somebody will read it. But Martin Mays sitting in that hot seat forever, not winning the race. Loic Bruni taking the stripes for the second year in a row. Big congratulations to Loic Bruni. So that's the race results. Of course, you watched the race, so you know what those were. Let's talk about the fantasy results. The winner of this round was Rob Cartwheel. On Rob Cartwheel's team, he had Martin Mays, Finn Isles, Maureen Cabarrou, and Eva Batola. Great team. For that team, he takes away 4 Bontrager tires and a 1300 lumen Bontrager Ion Pro Light. So those goodies are in a box on the way to your door, Rob Cartwheel. Enjoy the tires, enjoy the light. It's gonna be winter soon, so you might as well, I'm assuming you live in the Northern Hemisphere, you might as well mount up that light because it's gonna be getting darker earlier. So go ride, wear out those tires. For the overall, this is that huge upset we were talking about. Lugs 83 didn't win the exclusive limited edition Trek Factory Racing Trek Session 9.9. He didn't win it. He won. He's been leading for the last 3 rounds, but he was dethroned. Dethroned by a user who goes by the name of Adam ODH. This underdog, Adam O, he didn't have the most amazing fantasy season, nothing to write home about. Let's reminisce about his season. For round number 1, he was 295th. Not bad considering there's 21,920 fantasizers out there. So I gotta say thank you to all of you fantasizers for participating this year. It was an amazing season. 21,000 of you, almost 22,000 of you. That's a great turnout. 295th in the first round, not bad of Adam ODH considering how many people there were. But in round number 2, oh, you did even better, 119th, but then things started to get a little sour for you. 1,166th in round number 3. Round number 4, though, turning it around with a 13th place, and then round number 5, taking a big old dive, 4,960th. Ouch. Round number 6 though, getting back into respectable territory, 545th. Round number 7. Now think about it, this is the second to the last round. This is where you start to see that Trek Session 9.9 slip away. You're thinking, oh, it's gonna be Sea of Poops or it's gonna be Lugs 83, when you see that you got 3,454th. That is a horrible result. Now, this gives a lot of hope to everybody out there for the 2019 season. You can have such a roller coaster fantasy season like this, and then still in the final round, round 8, pull out something like a 6th place. The best finish Adam ODH had all season, doing it in the clutch at World Champs, round number 8. That's how you, Adam ODH, won the bike. So happy for you. Now, I'll be honest, I wish it was Sea of Poops. I would have loved nothing more than to see Sea of Poops ripping around on that custom painted Session 9.9. But Adam ODH, you deserve it. You earned it for keeping your head in the game and not getting discouraged in round number 5 when you had a 4,960th. That's absolutely pathetic. So good job keeping your head in the game. You won the bike. Let's talk about what happened to Lugs 83. Lugs 83, I mean, just as good of a sportsman as Loic Bruni. I'll be honest, I went on and I looked at the comments, and Lugs 83, such a good sportsman. Sea of Poops, Lugs 83, talking back and forth. Good luck, man. I hope you do well. You know, in the back of their minds, they're all hoping that they win that bike. The same as Loic Bruni probably shakes everybody's hand before he drops into the course on World Champs Day. But in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I'm going to win. So Lugs 83, Sea of Poops, all of you who've been front runners all season, out of the 21,920 people, respect to you for trying. Respect to you for taking home the prizes that you did for all the rounds. But let's look at what happened at Lugs 83 in round number 8, the round that counted the most. Lugs 83 chose Emery Piron and Brooke McDonald. Now, this is a great plan. Any other race, statistically speaking, you look like a genius. Emery Piron won the World Cup overall. You're doing a good thing there. Brooke McDonald qualified first. You're doing a good thing there. But at World Champs, just like at any race, anything can happen. Both of those riders crashed, and so did Lugs 83's ranking. Pew, pow! No bike for you. But Adam ODH, congratulations. Enjoy that bike. That's gonna be a head turner wherever you decide to go ride that thing. And you know what? I have to thank all of you once again, all 21,920 of you, for participating in Pinkbike Fantasy Downhill presented by Trek. It was a blast. Hopefully we get to do this again next year. And for the last time in 2018, got to finish this the way we finish them all. Bye-bye, poops.